Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are building this orbital station around Kerbal. This is what I've designed. I think it's horrible, but we'll see if this thing goes. We've called it S1, something real simple. We've got our crew on board, and yeah, we'll see. Let's launch it. This is very much a station I might basically completely discard in the future, because we don't have the nice stuff like the full-size boosters, and we don't have very many stabilizing pieces, so I'm not sure how this thing is going to fly. As you can see, it definitely don't look too good. She ain't stable. This is a very Kerbal design. Gonna try and just edge her right into the correct orientation here, but man, I think this is gonna be if I can even separate these things off without blowing the entire spaceship up, that'll be good. Yeah, like I'm having pretty much zero control getting any kind of tilt going on here that's controllable. We're just spinning. We do have plenty of fuel on board and an engine after we've used these boosters, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So let's see what we can do here. The good thing is we are going fast, which means we can probably get into orbit. The only problem is I would much prefer to actually get this thing going sideways, at least a little bit. Oh, she is getting some spinniness going on. She's real spinny. It's real spinny. Okay. Maybe this spin will help. Let's that may have actually helped. That may have actually helped get those pieces away. Right, let's lock in here. So, yeah, we're high enough, but we ain't going sideways. So let's fast forward to a little bit higher. Let's bring up our thingies and see if this actually manages to complete this. Okay, may as well switch the lights on. All right, throttle up. We'll just see what we're capable of. This is also a lot higher than I probably want to be. I'm thinking altitude of like 200,000 would be good. Right, we're pushing this out, so that's looking quite good. We're going to just fast forward to this mark now. I don't know how much fuel we've got. Might have enough for this, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get the other side up to about 200,000, then we can equal it out. I guess we could actually go for 500,000. Maybe that will actually work. Saves us the most fuel too. Let's fast forward this. Well, at least we're making some good progress with our capabilities. Alright. Cut. 200,000. So do we stay 200,000 or do we use the rest of the fuel to push us up, or do we use the rest of the fuel to bring us down? Oh, I don't know. I like being closer. Makes it easier to get other bits up once we have better stuff. Alright, let's at least get into the sunshine here. But yeah, we've done it. We have got our... I need to not do that. Then warp here. Let's get our solar panels out. Make sure everything's working. Don't have a huge amount of solar panels on this bad boy, but we have enough. Yeah, there's our other one. Okay. Now I think we actually do have something new in here, which is this. So we can run this. Then we should be able to send this home. We could get more science as well, but we're going to transmit this one. And there's our transmitter sending that away. Perfect. Power and all that. Perfectly good. I put a lot of batteries on. Right. So that's actually pretty good. Okay, we got a log temp. We're going to send that off to our little sciencey thingy here. Log pressure, send that off. We're going to Oh, we can level up? I did not actually know you could level up the crew with this now. That's cool. Alright, we're going to start researching. So, should be able to get some extra science. And I love the fact we can actually level them up. That's cool. And you can see, in order to complete this, we need 5 dudes on here. So we've got 2 in the command module, 2 here, and then just slapped on the bottom, it's a lantern module with another one in it. So not the best living experience, that's for sure. Right, I think we'll warp here and we'll drop ourselves down. I think we are going to do it. Going to make it around about 200,000 each way. I did not know you could level up crew. That's brilliant. Alright, we're going to hit the brakes here. Well, we'll see if we can actually bring this down to the right altitude. I think we're probably got enough fuel. And I think that'll do me. 21019. Yeah, I'm happy with that. SAS off. And well done. Yeah, very well done. It's not the best ship out there. We got a bunch of small docking ports at the back. We got a small one in the front. This is where we'll probably connect a new core someday with big docking ports on it. And this will be... Yeah, I think we should try and keep this as a usable thing. So now we've got to do a station around Mun, which we're not going to do for a while. This one though, I think get a polar satellite going. I think that's 100% something we can do. And it's basically the whole idea behind this entire campaign is because I'm playing this as a military. Of course, we want to put a lot of satellites up and stuff like that. So that should be our number one thing. We got another one here too. Anything specific? Unmanned probe antenna. You know what? I'm going to go for that too. Because we can make a... Wow, if we could make... Could we make 2? We'll think about it. Alright, so blah, 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 blah. Nah, none of these are useful. Right, so we're going to make a whole new... This is going to be our first relay satellite, I guess. So... Right, what we're going to call this? We've called our manned vessels M, just like the military likes to call stuff like M1 Abrams and stuff like that. So that's, we've gone and called this S for our thing. What the heck are we going to call our drone vehicle? What's that going to end up being? I guess drone. Nah, this isn't a drone vehicle. This is a satellite for relay. You know what? R1 then. So this is going to be our first relay satellite. So we need to get an antenna on it. I'm hoping this bad boy is going to count as an antenna and not just a relay. We're going to add a couple of batteries on board. Oops. To keep her going. But she needs to be minimum. That's a very good point actually. Let's check science now. Because I think we can get micro engines and stuff. Yeah, from here. Look, tiny little engines and some little fuel tanks. Yeah, perfect. So grab that. I think that's what we're needing for this. To be honest, maybe not. We probably don't need much in the way of power. What are we taking with us? We're taking a... Has an antenna and can generate power. Yeah, so we're going to need, obviously, to add our fuel tanks on. Let's say 2 or 1. Hold on. Let's have a think about it. Let's put my engine on and kind of visualize this. So we're thinking tiny little engine to thrust us around. We can then totally add on some of these bad boys if I wanted to. Let's say 3. So on top of that, we then add our capabilities to get solar. Add them on. This is a rather large looking craft. There we go. Antenna and can generate power. Reach the designated polar orbit around the Mun within reasonable deviation. Have a thermometer on the satellite as well. So we just need one of these. So we'll slap that there. Okay. Looks good. So we'll then need to slap on a separator. She's quite a big craft, honestly, for what we're building. She's actually quite large. We're gonna have, I guess I'm wondering, do we have like a, oh my god, the tank looks huge compared to the actual craft itself. I'm gonna push this out a touch just so it's not gonna interfere. And then yeah, I think this is gonna be our best bet, something like that. Little engine. There's a chance we won't actually separate. There's a very good chance we won't need to. Then a separator, which will then go down to, let's say, a long booster. I think we're going to need to install control mechanism here. So nope, not wrong one. That one. And plunk that on. But this is going to need probably a bigger control thing. I wonder if we actually do have a fuel tank that's the right shape. Nope. I hate that there's just not one in the middle there. Because that goes too big too. Yeah, no. That would be the answer. Right, so we got a booster here. We need control surfaces on this. Question is, how far is this going to get on this booster? Because we might not need anything more. Problem is we're going to Mun, which is not exactly close. So the question is this enough? I think no. So I think we'll go here, we'll add on a pair of additional boosters. We go for these or these? I feel like those might be too much. So let's go with these. And I might actually go for a quad setup. We'll go for 100% on those, but actually no, bring it back down to, let's go for say 70% on these two. And then a 70% on that. I think this might work. So we're going boom. At the same time we want these to go there, we want to break these. Break that engine, break that engine. I think we're good. So this could be potentially our first ever relay satellite going up. Which I'm looking forward to putting this up into potential orbit around Mun. Let's see if we get this. Yeah, this is exactly what we need. Everything looking perfectly fine. So, I don't know. Anyway, we can go for either the polar or the equilateral. Either one should be complete because we need to maintain and reach destination. Yeah, we've got a thermometer on board for both. Perfect. Alright, I don't know how good this is going to run though. I've certainly not thought through everything. I don't know. Alright, separation coming up. Break. We'll do a little bit of adjusting here just to see if we can get some of that energy sideways. But I don't want to go too much, otherwise I'm pretty sure we're going to fall over. Alright, now it's just a burn. We are still accelerating, which is good. I don't think I'm nearly getting it up as high as I want. If this ends up not making it to Mun, we'll just stick it in orbit around this planet. That way we're probably fine. It'll be our first, it'll be a failed satellite, but it'll be our first satellite above Kerbal. I don't know if we're going to do this. I do not know. We're accelerating really good. Like, we are getting, you know, a lot of speed, but we still have to get to Mun and get into orbit and all that. Alright. Jettison. So that gave us an orbit of 200,000. Alright, let's It's not bad, but is it nearly enough to do it? All right, see if we can go faster. Yes, we can. So we can put ourselves warp here. This drone core is smart enough to allow us to do stuff, which is good. And then this engine is going to be powerful enough to do quite a lot, I think. Then that, I don't know. This really, I wanted to get us 2 mun on this fuel tank. Looking at that, that's going to be a negative. There's no way this is pushing us out to Mun's orbit. Alright, cut there. Yeah, that's not even going to get us close. So it's all going to come down to the next engine. Oof, that's going to be a long burn. Right, so we're going to push out somewhere in that kind of region is what we're looking for. So let's set the, well, let's just fast forward. Yeah, I don't think this is going to do it. I do not think this is going to do it. Line it up with our blue mark, max thrust. And obviously we're going to be doing a jettison of this section very soon. There she goes. So we've got a 6-minute burn time with this engine. I don't know. Can it even burn for 6 minutes on this fuel? I do love making my micro satellites. I really do. Alright, we're 4x in here to see if we can do this. The burn, like the fuel burnt, looks quite good. Like I can see that fuel going down very slowly. So obviously we are doing okay. Gonna just realign this up. Yeah, so it looks like the fuel consumption is quite good. And if we can get into Mun's orbit, that'll be great. But is this craft really capable of what I need it to be capable of? If it is, it's going to be relatively successful. But I don't know. I do not know if this thing can do it. Right, let's watch the orbit. Like I say, the fuel consumption there looks really good. But we got to get 2 mun. Then we got to reorientate ourselves to get into the correct orbit of whatever. At least we have 2 in the same place with the same stuff. So depending on which we arrive at Mun, we can probably do a decent job. Alright, we are burning pretty good here. I think this is looking reasonable. What was the lowest orbit? That doesn't actually say, I don't know. Okay. I'm going to cut. Right, we're then just going to put it up to there and we're just going to thrust until we get pretty significant interaction. I think that'll do. We will F5 that. Warp here. Let me think. Yeah, I'm still getting power from the solar panels. And with this design, actually, the solar panels look to be pretty good. I think it'll be very hard to mess up and have the thing run out of power. Okay. So let's see. Once we enter orbit here, enter the sphere of influence of Mun, how we're going to be looking for interaction. And fuel looks good. Our adjustments here should be, I think, less than boosting out to here, but I don't know. Right, so unfortunately both orbits are the opposite of what I need, which is annoying. So we're going to push this all the way sideways, like so. We also need to push up and get us kind of close to the blue orbit. So about there should do it. We're going to line it up, fast forward to that point. 2-minute burn time. We'll 4x it. I think though this looks kind of good. It looks like it's going to get us close to the right orbit. We're going to have issues next time though. We need to come in for that polar orbit. We need to come in a completely different trajectory, I think. And this, yeah, we could have definitely done this better because obviously this is basically just a big waste of fuel right here. But it's looking good. Okay, so that brings us into not quite perfect or anything, but I'd say that looks decent. I'm gonna oh yeah, still 4xing. Gonna just give me a little push to get this closer to the line here. Then we're gonna cut. So we're gonna add maneuver here. We're gonna brake and get ourselves down into somewhat decent orbit. Now we're definitely not gonna be perfect, that's for sure, but that looks good. That looks relatively on point. So we'll line this up. We'll fast forward. So everything looks good. We're holding electric charge and all that. We've got a 2-minute burn. We're 2 minutes away from the node, so we will burn. I've just realized it looks like we've lost comms right now. So if we have, we're not going to be able to stop this thing because we have no communication. I'm just going to try. Oh, we can still do it. Okay. We must have minimal contact with base right now. And yeah, this is the thing. We don't have relay satellites up here. I don't know how we're still talking to Kerbal. Oh my god, we just successfully... I think we've lost control because I can't remove this. We have lost total control. How the heck we were able to stop? How did we send the signal that allowed us to stop? That is lucky as heck, man. Otherwise, we were screwed. We would have been just burning full power. So yeah, we completed that. That is a successful mission. We can't remove this, but if we fast forward, we should then be able to get comms again. There we go. Comms are open. Yeah, we were lucky. We were goddamn lucky. Yeah, so we put now another satellite in orbit. This will make communication out here far easier. And that worked. We actually have fuel left, which is insane. This worked way better than expected. Holy moly. I'm just going to see if we can get any data. Yeah, nothing. Alright, back to Space Center then. We're going to launch basically the exact same mission again. Alright, yeah, so we're coming in flat. We need to push it down. So we need to go down here. We need to push it over. Is that what I want? Yeah, it's not perfect, but I think that's roughly what we're after. Yeah, we're good. It's going to be quite an adjustment, I tell you that. All right, line it up. Fast forward to our mark. Then max thrust. Fast forward. It's only a 1-minute burn to get this bit done at least. Yeah, this is looking okay. It is going to take a bit of fuel to do the next part, that's for sure. But, well, we also need to slow down as well, which is something I haven't thought about yet. So yeah, we need to push this over, is that right? We also need to pull this back, bring us into orbit. We're going to need to bring that out. We need to bring this over, kind of like that-ish. Pull it back. Maybe shove it out a little bit. That's not perfect, but that is looking pretty good. So we'll line that up. Better stop fast forward then. Right, get her lined up. Okay, fast forward. 4 minutes burn time on this bad boy. Okay, max thrust. And then fast forward. If we get this done, we should then only have a small correction to make, which will put us into a perfect orbit for this mission. But yeah, long burn. We're gonna probably be at half fuel by the time we finish this burn. But that's more than enough for what we need. We're still not officially in orbit yet. We've also got good communication back to Kerbal, which is good. Very much unlikely to lose contact while doing this maneuver. That's really good. And yeah, this totally sets us up perfect for future missions of unmanned nature to Mun, because we're going to have 2 relay satellites in orbit in 2 completely different orbits, which will be brilliant. Alright, I'm just going to cut it there. Okay, so we need to do a maneuver here. So we need to push it out, flatten out, and we need to bring it back a little bit, probably reorientate it a little bit. Yeah, this is going to get a bit messy. So something in that kind of region is what we need. We don't need to be exact, like it will be within a certain amount. 24 seconds as well. So we're still got good communication with Kerbal. And yeah, we should look to be perfect. All right, 24 seconds. We'll actually just fast forward a little bit, maybe about here, and then just burn it until the purple line disappears. Which I don't think it's going to take that long. There we go. Cut it. So that is us now with 2 satellites. And we just have to maintain our trajectory, and then we're done. So shut down. Done it. Woohoo. I'm loving that. Feels almost professional. And yeah, this hopefully will result in us now having good communications between Mun and Kerbal. So if we bring an unmanned vessel up here and land it on Mun, we're going to have good communications, I hope anyway. That went really well. All right, back to Space Center.